Hey everyone, it's Sophia here. I hope you're all doing well today. So in this pick a card reading, we're going to be looking at the important messages you need to hear right now. So all I need you to do is choose one of these 4 piles. Feel free to pause the video here whilst you make your choice. Just use your gut instinct and your intuition to lead you to the pile for you. And once you've made your choice, you can go to the description box below where you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your chosen pile. Okay, so let's get straight to group number 1. Hi group 1. So for those of you that were drawn to this pile and the tiger card, let's just read what this says. Oh, can't even pick it up. Okay. Tiger, divine timing. Good things come to those who wait. So timing may be an issue for you at this moment. So let's take a look at the Moonology deck and see what's coming through there for you. Important messages you need to hear, group 1. North Node, step out of your comfort zone. New Moon in Scorpio, work through your fears. Emotions are running high. Supermoon. And then bring love into this situation. New Moon in Aquarius. Now, I'm sure you can notice, but look at all the purple we have going on here. With 4 purple cards. Very strange, but you may be very tuned in to the color purple. This also has a relevance to the 3rd eye chakra. So you may be experiencing a lot of signs coming through your intuition at this moment. You may also be just drawn to the color purple. You may be eating purple foods or wearing purple clothes or decorating with the color purple or buying purple flowers. But I do feel that there's something that's been holding you back. Something you've been afraid of doing. And I do feel you're being called to step out of your comfort zone, to work through your fears, to let go of what doesn't serve you and to move forwards, to do things that scare you. So I do feel that there is something that has been on your mind, you've been wanting to do, but you've been too afraid. Maybe you feel like, again, I can't pick it up, I don't know what's going on today. But you may be feeling like you won't be accepted for what you do, okay? Or what you want to do. Or you're worried about being judged. I just feel like your emotions are extremely heightened right now, so you may be feeling quite sensitive. But with this Scorpio energy, you might also be quite private and introverted at this time. Maybe not letting other people know what your moves are. And you may also be going through some deep introspection. So let's see what else is coming through here with Tarot. Important messages you need to hear right now, group 1. Okay, we've got the 5 of Cups. Six of Swords. Queen of Cups. Ace of Coins. Ten of Wands, reversed. This one wants to come out. And then the 7 of Coins. Okay. Okay, so I'll just go through the signs, the immediate signs that I'm seeing here. So we've got Scorpio and we've got Aquarius, of course. We've got Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio energy. And we do have Earth sign energy as well, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There's a little bit of fire here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but I feel like that's a very minimal amount, okay, especially as it's the only card here that is reversed. So that may be something that is lacking for you at this time is the fire, and fire is action. So I do feel that you are at a place of inaction right now. So you may be feeling like you need to give up something, or that you have so many responsibilities on your shoulders and you just want to release, okay, you just want to let go, because I get the sense that maybe something has been eating away at you or chipping away at your soul, like water torture. One drop of water is not going to be bothersome. But continual water drops is what becomes torture. So when something feels like it's repeating itself, it becomes a drain on your energy. So that may be where you're feeling right now. And I sense that you just want to escape. Like mentally, you just want to let this go and you just want to run away. Want to run away from this situation. Something that's caused you a lot of pain here, I can see with the Five of Cups. And this may be your pain, but it could also be someone that you're very close to that is going through this, and you may be there for support. But I do feel like there's a lot of sadness surrounding you at this time. I also feel like you are working really hard at something, and you may be working through your emotions. That might be what you're putting your time and effort into, to grieving the loss of something or someone, and maybe even trying to distract yourself, pushing forwards with your work. But I just find it interesting that there's all of this sadness, this anguish, all of these emotions that are running high. But then we have the tiger right here in the center. And the tiger brings messages of courage and strength, but also about being present. The tiger will sit and wait for its prey. It will keep an eye on its prey before making a move. So I almost get the sense with you, Group 1, that you need to take a little step back, okay, before jumping into something too quickly. There is something that you do need to do, and I feel like your soul is calling you to do. But I do feel you're being asked to not rush things. So you may be called to sleep, okay, on this situation before making any decisions. I do feel like there is a new opportunity, though, up here with the Ace of Coins. Now, for some of you, this could be a new work opportunity that you're being offered. But it could also be an opportunity from a love interest or a friend. It could also be a gift, okay? You could be receiving a gift and you might not be quite sure about what to do with that gift. This could be a gift that you have within you, okay? This could be a gift that you are wanting to share with the world or share with your closest loved ones. But again, you may be afraid of what other people will think, afraid of their judgment. But I sense whatever this is that you want to do or you want to express, you really do connect with it on an emotional level and you really enjoy it. You have that real love for this, okay? This thing or this person situation, okay? For some of you, this might be about career. For some of you, this might be about romance, okay? Or family issues. But there is definitely something that is triggering your heart chakra right now. But I do feel that you are being called to tune in to the present moment, okay? To tune in to what you really want and what you really desire. For some of you, you could be a single parent. I am picking up single parent vibes here. But it may just be that you have all of these other responsibilities. I just feel like you've got a lot on your plate. But this could even be pets. It could be pet responsibilities. Okay, it could be family, friends, or this could be even in your job and you having to delegate things to other people. But it just feels like there's exhaustion here, that you just need to relax, you need to reset, and you need to recharge here. And then once you've worked through what feels the most scary, then it's time for you to step out of your comfort zone. Okay, so let's take a look at some of these messages here for you. What's coming through for you, Group 1? Oh my God, listen to the signs. Yeah, so what did we say right there in the beginning? Listen to the signs with all that purple, the third eye chakra. There are signs trying to get through to you. You may have even been asking the universe for signs about this situation or person. And the universe is giving you those signs, but it's whether you are actually able to receive or listen to them. Love yourself. Okay, diving instructor, writer, graphic designer, be silent, wish fulfillment. Okay. So yeah, for some of you, you are being called to be silent at this time, and that may be for some of you being out of your comfort zone. You might be someone that's used to speaking your mind or saying what it is that you want or putting your thoughts and words into action. So for some of you, this might be what feels uncomfortable for you to actually step back and wait and see how things unfold. With writer and graphic designer, diving instructor, I feel like this is about diving deep, but for some of you, this is definitely about water, something to do with water, crossing water. So it could even be a relocation for some of you, crossing water to a different country. This could be about a holiday. You know, for some of you, this could be very literal, of course, in the types of activities and things that you're interested in right now. So I do feel like you need to do things that really make you feel good at this time, because that's what loving yourself is. It's doing the things that make you feel good, not for the sake of anybody else, not because you want admiration or validation, not because you're doing it for the sake of someone else's opinion or the sake of just someone else in general. Okay, if you're doing all the time doing things but you're never receiving anything from it, and sometimes that is the case with certain responsibilities. However, that's why it's even more important to take that time to do things that you really love. What really lights your soul on fire? Because I feel like you're a really creative person, Group 1. You may be very good with your words. You might be a naturally talented writer or poet. But it may just be your communication style. You might be someone that it is better to write things down as well. That may be something that you're being called to do, is to write down all your fears, or write a pros and cons list, or write down all of the negative things that you want to release, and then take it outside somewhere safe and burn it and release it and let it go. For some of you, it may be writing a letter to someone. It might be writing a job application. Okay, it could be something to do with designing a website as well. Okay, with that graphic design coming through. So again, it could be very literal, but it could also be that you're naturally very gifted and maybe you realize it, maybe you don't. I just feel like these things have come through to put you in alignment with what you really want. And it may be that once you step out of this situation, okay, move away from the situation, bring love into this situation. When you bring yourself love, naturally you'll start to exude that loving energy and you'll pass it on to others around you, and even interjecting it into your work, your career, whatever is really playing on your mind right now. Love really is the answer. I know that sounds corny, but who cares? Okay, it's true. It is true. Love has to start from within you, and then it can be extended to others. And only in the silence can you really understand the truth about this situation. And it's usually in those moments of silence that the clarity will come, or the success will come. Say, for instance, you were selling a product. You put the product out there. You put all this time and effort. You put it out there to the world. You then have to sit back and wait. Okay, there's nothing more that you can do once you've put it out there. So it could be the same in context with relationships. If you feel like you haven't expressed how you really feel to someone, sometimes it's best to just get it all off of your chest in one go. So then you can say, okay, I hold my hands up. I've said everything I needed to say. I've done everything else that I can do here to either save this or to express myself, to make this work. So now I leave it up to the fates. I leave it up to the universe to now bring in what is needed or what is right for me. So I really do feel like at the moment, Group 1, you're being called to relax, to go through the motions, to heal as well. There is a lot of healing that needs to be done here. And, you know, whether this is your own healing or whether this is you helping others to heal, I just feel like this is a really healing time for you. And it's a time for you to let go of negativity. It's a time for you to love yourself and to love others. And new opportunities are going to come in. But it is time to step out of your comfort zone and to find the courage and strength of the tiger. So there's no need to rush this situation. If that's something that also you're worried about, if I don't do this now, someone else will, then it's time to just, again, reevaluate, take a step back. If you really believe in yourself or believe in what you're doing, no one else can do you better than you. So there's no need to try to fit into any other box or to be anybody that you're not. Just be yourself, and the right people and the right experiences and opportunities will come to you that serve you, not based on a false idea. And we do have the wish fulfillment card right there. So I do feel like your dreams will come true. What you have been asking for, you are going to receive. This feels really exciting, and yeah, this is definitely your dreams coming true. So just know that things may be a little quiet right now. You're not quite sure which direction this is going in. It can feel very heavy at times, but just know that you are on the way. Okay, you are on the way to receiving everything that you've ever wanted. So I do hope that that is like your shining lights, and this helps to comfort you when things feel tough, to just know that you're going to be exactly where you're meant to be. So I do hope that this resonates for you, Group 1, and please let me know down in the comments below if it does, and please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. And for personal readings, check the description box below. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care. Okay, group number 2. So, important messages you need to hear. The first card, we've got the Chameleon Soul Tribe. It is safe to be seen. So I'm just going to have a look at the Moonology and see what else is coming through for you. What important messages do you need to hear right now, group 2? It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. Emotions are running high. Supermoon. Okay, we've had 3, so let's take those and see. Okay, so we've got conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. What do you need to release? Waning moon. Confidence is the key to success. New moon in Leo. Wow. Okay. Yeah, so group 2, I feel like there's something you really want to do, and you may be feeling tentative about doing it. You may be lacking in self-confidence. You may be feeling like you need to fit in some way. Now, for some of you, this might be what you experienced in the past, but you're now starting to release that energy and starting to find your inner confidence and letting it shine. Because we have, with Leo energy and Aries, this is all about being in the spotlight, being seen and being noticed. Now, this also may mean that there's a lot of change going on around you at this time. And at times you may feel like you just want to blend in, but the chameleon does that out of protection. That's its defense system. So that's the way that it hides itself from predators. So that may be what you're feeling as well, that you need to hide yourself from negativity or from other people's judgments. But you may also have felt like you always needed to fit in with the crowd. You didn't like to stand out. And for some of you, it may also be that you've tried to change yourself to fit in. And you may be starting to realize now that the most beautiful thing about you is your uniqueness, and that you don't need to fit into anybody's box or anybody's perception of how you should be. Okay, but just living your life truly for the way that you want to live it and for who you truly are, without feeling like you need to make excuses for yourself or that you need to change yourself in any way, shape or form. There's certainly a lot of things for you to release here at this moment, group 2. So I feel like this is one of the most important messages for you right now, is to release anything that is not serving your highest good. Now, this could be other people around you that are putting you down or being negative or are not bringing you up and making you feel good about a situation. It could be a partner that's dragging you down. It could be colleagues. It could be your work. There's various external things that it could be that is causing you to feel badly about yourself. Now, this could also be in your own mind. Okay, you could have a very negative mind space at this time. Or again, this might be where you've released or you're starting to release this energy, because there's quite a contrast, as you can see, with all of this fire, which is about taking action and being noticed. And with Scorpio especially, this is all about being private, introverted, and releasing. So for some of you, you may already be on that path of releasing negativity or negative thought cycles. But for others of you, this may still be something that you need to process and work through. Okay. But it could also be that you're overthinking things and believing that, again, that you need to change because of other people's perception. Maybe for social media keeps coming through here in my mind. So I don't know whether some of you are really obsessed with social media, or you were obsessed with social media, keeping an eye on what other people are doing. And it's such a dangerous thing. It really is. And, for anybody that's suffering with low self-esteem, to always be looking at what other people are getting up to or they're doing is so unhealthy, and it can only make you feel worse. You have to have value in yourself and a high level of self-esteem to not let what other people are doing affect you. And it may be a good idea to step away from that if it's causing you to feel negative. Now, for others of you, you may be feeling it just doesn't bother you. Other people's opinions don't bother you. What other people are getting up to is not of interest to you right now. So for some of you, it may even be that you're posting on social media, wanting to receive validation from other people, okay? But for others of you, you might just be totally MIA from social media, like myself. I mean, I do have my Facebook account, and of course I have my YouTube, but anything else just doesn't interest me. And I realized that it didn't help myself mentally. So that might be something as well that you are experiencing, or something you're starting to notice. And the way to do that is to go ahead with your normal life, to see how you feel when you're doing certain things and habits, and notice your energy levels. Notice what's going on in your mind, because a lot of the time when, for instance, again, going back to social media, if you're scrolling through Instagram or scrolling through Facebook or whatever it may be, scrolling through Twitter, you may not notice the negative thoughts that are in your mind. And it's very easy to become detached to what's actually going on mentally and what's actually going on a soul level when there's obsession, because Scorpio can be obsession as well. And especially if it's a negative obsession. So the more self-aware you can become, the easier you will find it to let go, again, of what doesn't serve you. But if you're not aware of what is negative, then it's quite another story to be able to release something. So the awareness has to come first. Okay, as I said, whether this is about your own negativity or whether this is about external negativities that you could move away from, there's definitely a need for that awareness, for you to be present and for you to really understand what's going on here, and for you to just really get it clear in your mind what is not serving you and what is. Okay, conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. So whatever you've been confused about, you've been worried about, you've been unsure about, I do feel the answers are coming. So I do hope that that gives you a little bit of reassurance, group 2. So let's take a look at the tarot here and see what other important messages do you need to hear right now. Okay, we've got the 9 of Coins reversed. Knight of Cups reversed. Queen of Wands reversed. Six of Wands. Seven of Wands reversed. Six of Cups reversed. Okay. So for some of you, this could be about children. I just have to say, because that's one of the first things that came to my mind there. So this could be about healing family issues. This can also be a reconciliation. This could be something that you're thinking about doing, or this could be something that you're currently experiencing right now. But it really does feel emotionally raw. And there is a sense of codependency here, or neediness, a feeling of needing someone or needing something. So this comes back to the fears that we were discussing here with the Knight of Cups. They're reversed as well, right underneath. For some of you, this could be about a relationship. It could be about an emotionally unavailable person, or emotionally detached, or even manipulative. So it may be that you were very stuck on this situation or person here. And it may be for some of you that you relied on them financially. something that is keeping you locked in this place of negativity, okay? It's not serving you. You want to get to the point where this card is upright, so you're feeling independent, you're feeling in control. You feel like you don't need to rely on anybody else or anybody else's finances, or seeking anyone else's validation, because you get it all from yourself. That is part of tapping into that self-confidence. Because over here, I do feel like you were stifled or shut down in some way. You may feel like you didn't stand up for yourself about something, or you let someone walk all over you. And this is why it's now time to take action, and it's time for you to find that confidence, okay? Because it is within you. Whether you feel like it or not, it is there. And it may be that something needed to ignite that spark for you to reach out and do something about it. Because I feel like there's a lot of stagnancy here. So at the moment, there's a sense of not doing anything. And with this Queen of Wands here reversed, now this could be either or. It could be complete passivity of not doing anything, not taking action, which I feel like that's what makes more sense, especially in that position it's come out next to the card of Aries, time to take action. So that's more the feeling that I'm getting, but either way it shows an imbalance here. So it could be the other way and of showing a lot of anger. Okay, so only you will know which way that it went. Now, for some of you, if you are feeling very angry, now, anger is a natural human emotion, okay? And it's a protective emotion. It protects us from potential harm, or helps us to protect our children or our loved ones or our business, our work. Okay, so you could be in quite a protective mode right now if you're feeling very angry or very bitter about things. For some of you, you might be rallying other people around in this situation, either to gang up on a specific person. But now, again, we can flip this if it's the other way for you. You may be feeling like other people are ganging up on you and someone else is rallying everyone around to say negative things about you. And this might be then causing you to either shut down or to feel very angry and upset by it. But yeah, this is where you need to step into your own power and to be yourself ultimately here, to not feel like, again, you need to change anything about yourself except for releasing negativity. Okay, that is the only thing. If you're going to change anything, but that's not changing who you are. You know, that's changing the way that you think. That's changing the way that you feel about yourself. That's not changing you fundamentally as a person. It's not changing the way that you look. It's not changing your personality, which is what you may feel at times that you need to do. And I just feel you're being called to be your own person, to be the unique person that you are, and to not let anybody dull your shine. So let's see what else is coming through here for you, group 2. Friends. Okay. Surgeon. And some of these are going to be really random. Luck is coming. Oh, and I wish you could just smell. Oh, this box smells amazing because it had bath bombs in it before. And my God, it just smells divine. We really need to invent smell-o-vision. Okay, obsessed. Family. Oh, almost there. Okay. So yeah, with that almost there and conclusions are within reach, just know that this situation is working itself out. I do feel things have either come to a head or they're about to come to a head. And then things will start to level out, okay? Because I feel like that's needed, because it almost feels like you have been on tenterhooks, or you've reached this heightened state of pain or even emotional awareness, and you don't know what to do with it, okay? For some of you, we've got with the obsessed energy and the Scorpio energy, it could be that you've been obsessed by this situation. And obsession can lead to negative thought cycles as well, because when we obsess, we're not living in the present moment. And other things we need to do can fall by the wayside. Now, depending on whether this is your obsession or this could be someone else's obsession, someone else could be very obsessed with you and you want to release them. Or if you're obsessed with someone or something and you want to release that. And this is for either or. Sorry, my bunny. Can you get down, Milo, please? So he wants to have some kind of an input here. So yeah, if you want to get rid of someone that is obsessed with you, then Don't give them any attention. And I don't just mean physically by responding, but don't give them any attention in your mind. Put them completely out of your mind as much as you can. Where the mind goes, energy flows. What we focus on expands. So that is a really key message when it comes to obsession. Okay, again, whether this is yours or their own. Because for some of you, if you can, don't even try to taper them off. Try that technique immediately. Okay, but I just know that there's going to be people here, lots of different people watching this at different stages or on different sides of the obsession here. So I do hope that helps you there. I do also feel like your friends and maybe your family either could be helping you or they could even be a hindrance to you. Like I said, so it could be that you're rallying around and getting your friends and family to help support you through this situation. And, if this is you and you feel like you've got a good support network, then really embrace these people that love and care for you, because they will also help you to get out of this place where there's the obsession, there's the attachment, okay, the codependency to whatever the situation is. But for some of you, it might be the opposite as well. And you might be feeling like, again, that your friends or family have been a hindrance. And it may not be your friends and family. It could be this other situation or this other person's friends and family that are giving you grief. Okay? But the fact that we have luck is coming, just know that your luck is about to turn. So when things feel like, oh my God, when is anything going to change here? It just feels like trying to walk through molasses. It's incredibly difficult and challenging, and it's a slow journey. So just know that you're almost there, okay? That things are about to change. The wheel is turning back in your favor, okay? So I do feel you're being called to have patience right now. But it is also time for you to take action, okay? Definitely for you, pile 2, this is not a time to sit back and do nothing. This is a time to take that physical action and to be very confident in yourself. So if there's been something you've been thinking about saying or doing, I do feel like it's time. It is time. You've thought about it. Maybe you've gone over and over it in your mind, and it's time to do something here. So it's time to sever ties, or it's time to speak your truth. It's time to stand up for yourself. Okay, and the fact that surgeon has come through here is a strange one. I mean, for some of you, this could be very literal. You could be a surgeon. That could be your profession. It could be that you are expecting surgery at this time. But it also is in direct correlation with the card of Scorpio. But I do feel for a lot of you, this is more metaphorical. And, what do surgeons do? They're trying to help people. They want to help heal people, but in a very invasive way. And every single tiny little detail has to be thought about. It has to be precise. And there has to be a lot of knowledge and background behind this. And, the surgeon can't be afraid of doing things wrong, has to get things absolutely correct. And the surgeon can't make any mistakes because it could literally be a life or death situation. So for some of you, that might be how you're feeling about what's going on right now, that this feels like a life or death situation. But it also could be about, again, obsessing about all of the tiny details, the minute details. And I just feel like you're being called to brush away the details of the situation, to go with your gut on this, to look at the bare bones of the situation or of the person, not about every little tiny thing, what it all amalgamates to as a whole, and how does it make you feel? And then base your decision as a whole. Not because, they said one time that they loved me, but then ever since then, I've not spoken to them in like 4 months. If you're holding on to that one thing they said, but their actions are not aligning, that's a sign. For some of you, you may be being breadcrumbed right now. So maybe that someone is telling you what you need to hear, or what you want to hear, or, is giving you tiny little bits of their attention and then pulling away, but it's enough to keep you still hooked in. So I do feel that for you, group 2, you have a lot more control over this than you give yourself credit for, or that you even realize. You do have that lion within you, And I feel like this is the energy you need to get into, the lion or the ram, okay? To go full steam ahead and to forget about this situation, to release that negativity, to get out of the energy of feeling like you need to change, okay? Or you need to fit into someone else's box or opinion of what you should be, and to just do you. You do you, group 2, you do you. So I do hope that this resonates for you, and please let me know down in the comments below if it does, and please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. And for personal readings, check the description box below. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care. Okay, group number 3. So for those of you that were drawn to the wolf card, heart medicine, let go of that which does not serve your highest good. So let's see what else is coming through for you, group 3. Important messages you need to hear right now. So we've got believe in the impossible, blue moon. Balance spirituality and practicality, full moon in Pisces. It's time to take action, new moon in Aries. Okay. You're very close to achieving your goal. Have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. Nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. Okay. So we've got lots of lovely greens here, these greens and turquoises and blues. There could be something happening within your throat chakra. Okay, so for some of you, it may be about you speaking your truth. Okay, so the signs we've got Pisces and we've got Aries. So they may resonate for you in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, north or south node. But interesting though, I love that this is quite a mixed reading here. There's a lot of messages coming through here for you, group 3. And I mean, the strongest one I feel like is the time to take action, new moon in Aries. So there is something that you've been thinking about doing, taking action on. So you may be called to do this right now. So I do feel this is the time for you to take action on something. This is not the time to be passive or to sit back. This is the time for you to actually implement the changes that you've been wanting to make. I do feel like there are a lot of changes in the air though with that mutable moon. The mutable signs are Gemini, Pisces, Virgo, and Sagittarius. So again, you may resonate with those signs. But it's about being flexible also. So even though this is a time to take action, but it is a time to remain open to changes, remain open to new ideas, new experiences. Believe in the impossible, blue moon. So I do feel that this is quite a wish fulfillment energy for you, group 3. Like something really incredible is on the way to you, and you may not have been in the belief that it was possible, or that this is something that you could ever have or ever achieve in your life. But you are being called to have faith in your dreams. You're very close to achieving your goals. So yeah, it feels like you are on the last leg of this journey. Okay, so where you've been really fighting, you've been trying really hard. And this may also be that you're already taking that action. You are putting in the work and you're now waiting for the fruits of your labor, okay, to now come to fruition. For some of you may also be balancing the spirituality and practical side of things. So maybe using astrology or divination or meditation or your spiritual practices to help lead you in the right direction to be on your soul's purpose. Okay, and if that's not something you're doing, it might be something that you'd find quite helpful. So it may also be that you're not in tune spiritually or using your spirituality when it comes to the physical stuff. So you might feel like, you know, I am a spiritual person and I'm very much interested in these things and I do listen to the energies and I do listen to my body. But when it comes to this situation, I'm going to go with logic or I'm going to go with facts and science. So I feel like if you're not using both in combination, that's something that you need to hear right now that would be really beneficial to you. So yeah, try to use both if you can. Let's take a look now at the tarot and see what's coming through here. Important messages you need to hear right now, group 3. Okay, so we've got the Empress in reverse. Four of Cups reversed. The Star. Eight of Coins. Four of Wands. Nine of Coins. Okay. I'm really liking this reading, group 3. I feel like so far this is my favorite reading of all of them. It just feels like, I don't know, for you, group 3, I just feel like you've been going through a lot lately, and it really is going to be your time to shine soon. I really feel that so strongly. We've got the Four of Wands and the Nine of Coins up there. So this is you feeling completely independent and self-sufficient. This is you feeling at your utmost confidence, okay? Feeling like you're in control and you have the gifts, you have the power at your own disposal without feeling a need to rely on anyone or anything else. There's definite like self-sufficient energy that's coming through here. Four of Wands can denote marriage, a celebration, a union of some kind. So this could be a union with a romantic partner if that's something that you've been seeking. This could be a work celebration or traveling. But this could be another event. It could be a party, a christening, or another wedding that you're going to. It may be that you meet somebody at this event or wedding. But it also could be you moving in with someone or celebrating with the people that you care about a work situation. Okay, I just definitely feel you're going to be in that celebratory energy moving forwards. I feel like you've gone through a lot of healing, and you may be starting to feel a little bit more optimistic about your future, because I sense, especially down here at the bottom, I feel like you may not have been nurturing or giving to yourself, and you may have been rushing as well quite a lot. You may have been moving very fast in your life, maybe moving too fast than what feels comfortable. Maybe moving fast does feel comfortable for you, but it made other people around you feel uncomfortable in some way, because I sense that you just didn't want to miss an opportunity. So you may have rushed into something or even rushed out of something, but I feel like it wasn't for your highest good, this situation. And I feel like there was a lack of growth. There was a lack of emotional growth. There was a lack of inner growth and involvement within yourself. But this whole situation, I feel, came to a place of stagnation. But then I feel, yeah, this is definitely like this healing row here. This feels, yeah, very much like healing. So it may be that you've worked really hard to get to where you are right now. You've released so much negativity. You've been able to feel in order to heal. You may have been going, practicing manifestation, law of attraction, or focusing on the things that you do want and starting to believe in the impossible. For some of you, might have been getting some type of medicine, whether this is alternative or holistic medicine or therapies, or whether this is conventional, doesn't matter. But I feel like whatever you have been doing, and it may again be both. Maybe you saw, your local doctor or therapist, and then you saw a Reiki healer as well. Or you spend the time meditating, or again using divination tools or whatever that might be, to help you feel more balanced, but also to help you understand yourself as well. And that's a lot of the time what happens with spirituality is, or when you go through a spiritual awakening, is that you start to understand and appreciate yourself on another level. And only those that can really love themselves and appreciate themselves can really tune in to that spiritual side. And it may be that going through this has made your spiritual gifts a lot stronger. Because I feel like you've been in this wolf energy, okay, being quite cold and ultimately wanting to protect. And whether this is protecting your energy space or whether this is protecting someone else or protecting your family, protecting your own business, definitely a lot of protection that is coming through today as a general theme from these readings. Okay, each reading, each pile is always very different, but sometimes the theme tends to remain the same. So definitely this protective theme that's coming through. And I do feel you're being called to have that courage, and you can still have your layers of protection up. Okay, nothing wrong with having your guard up. And it can actually come in very useful a lot of the time, because maybe in the past you didn't have a guard up and maybe you were taken advantage of. Okay, for some of you that may have been the case. But I feel like you're getting into that wolf-like energy where you're not going to let anybody stop you. The wolf wants what it wants, and the wolf will go for what it wants. It may take some time and hibernate during the winter, but when the spring, summer comes, it's out. It's ready to go. It's ready to eat. And this may be your energy. This may have been your energy in the past, or this may be where you are now. Because the wolf hibernates through winter, but gets very, very hungry. And when spring, summer comes, that's it. It pounces on what it wants. So it may be that you spent some time alone, okay? Being a lone wolf. You're going through that deep introspection, but now you're hungry, okay? Now you're hungry for love, or you're hungry for a new business opportunity. You're hungry for success. So let's just take a look at some of these messages. Some of these are going to be really random. Okay, so we've got be honest. First one that jumped out. We've got retail, IT, listen to the signs, love yourself, listen, creative, social media influencer. Okay. Now, love yourself. That's always something really important to know, and I'm sure we went over this a little already. Okay, love yourself is what's jumping out to me first, okay, because that's the thing that you should be doing first and foremost, is loving yourself. But I feel like that's already where you are, to be honest, group 3. I feel like you didn't love yourself for a long time, but now you've come to that place where you're filling up your cups and you're starting to appreciate who you are as a person, and you're starting to do more and more that makes you feel connected to your soul's purpose, okay? That makes you feel good, doing those things that nourish your soul. Very much opposite energy to the Empress reversed here. So this was a lack of growth and a lack of nurturing and self-care, and this is very much the opposite. So for those of you that haven't yet got to the place where you're loving yourself, this is definitely an important message for you to be aware of here. Now, we do have listen twice, okay? Listen to the signs, listen just generally here. So there is something that you need to hear, okay? It may be that you're waiting on someone to be honest with you, but this could be more about you being honest with yourself about this situation. So it may be that you've had a bit of a wake-up call, and maybe you needed to take a step back, okay, and assess the situation before moving forwards. Because again, it does feel like there's been a lot of changes recently in the last few months for you, group 3. It feels like everything has been a little all over the place, with nothing is yet set in stone. So the fact that that's there as well, that can be a really positive message, actually, because when things feel like they're not how you want it to be, or it feels uncomfortable, or you're not happy with how things are, then having that mutable energy shows that at least you have more sway or more potential power and control over the situation, that you could change it to be how you want it to be. Rather than it being fixed energy. So if we were in fixed energy and it was something that was happening that was out of your control, it may be a lot harder to change that situation. But yeah, because we've got that energy, I do feel like you've got a lot more sway than either you realize or you even give yourself credit for here. Now with the jobs, social media influencer, we've got retail and IT consultant. So again, these could be very literal, could be jobs that you actually do currently. But they could also be things that you are interested in, okay? Retail, well, I just think of clothes, but obviously retail is anything to do with selling, selling items, or buying. So it might be something that you're considering at the moment. Maybe you're considering making a purchase, or you're considering selling something at this time. It may be for some of you as well that you use retail as a kind of therapy, okay, to soothe your soul. It may be that you enjoy buying things and that makes you feel good, okay? And I'm not here to judge. This is just an observation of what's coming through. And yeah, with IT consultants, it may be that, again, that could be what you do, but it could also be that you ask for some advice, okay? You get some advice from an IT consultant about something to do with retail, something to do with being a social media influencer, but something to do with creativity, especially with all that Pisces energy that we've got coming through here that I can see. This makes a lot of sense, actually. I feel like what you're doing or what you're thinking about does have a creative energy to it. And that may be your outlet also. But I do really feel like you're being called to truly be honest here. So whether this is being honest, if you are, say, a social media influencer, it may be that you haven't been connecting with your followers or your subscribers or your supporters recently. Maybe they are not aware of what you've been going through. So for some of you, it may be that being honest with them may help, or your customers, okay? If this is more about customers. But not everybody wants to do that, and I can appreciate that not everyone wants to share what's going on in their life at the time. But it's just something that may help, especially if that is something that you do, or certainly if it's concerning your work. So, but only you can know on a personal level what that actually means for you. But I do also feel with that creative energy that by you doing something creative is actually going to help work through any negative energy that you may have, any worries or doubts or fears, by using your creative talents and gifts. And whether it's actually to do with your work, whether it's to do with a specific person, I just feel like you need to have this outlet, this creative outlet that has nothing to do with your work or nothing to do with your relationships, but it's purely about what you enjoy doing for the sake of what you love to do, not for the sake of anyone else's opinions or validation, but just for the sake of what feels good for you. So I do hope that this resonates for you, group 3, and please let me know down in the comments below if it does, and please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. And for personal readings, check the description box below. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care. Okay, so for those of you who chose group number 4 and you were drawn to the cat, speak your truth. Have strength, faith, and conviction in your voice. It has never been more needed. Ooh, okay, so let's see what's coming through with the Moonology deck, group 4. Okay, so important messages you need to hear right now. Okay, we've got a new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. Believe in the impossible, blue moon. The energy is gaining momentum. Waxing moon. It's time to take action. New moon in Aries. That has come out, I'm pretty sure, yeah, 3 out of 4 times today. Very strange. Okay. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Okay, wow, group 4. I'm so intrigued by this already. Okay. So there is something you are being called to take action on at this time, or something for you to initiate here, okay? I almost see you being the one poised, holding the bow and arrow, having all the capability in the world to be able to release the arrow towards the bullseye, okay? So it's like you're right there on the precipice, ready to strike, okay? Wow. A new romantic cycle begins. I mean, we can't ignore that one, can we now, group 4? That's, yeah, so exciting for you. I feel like this has been a long time coming. And yeah, this feels like the right time for you now. It feels like it's now your time to be in this balanced and loving relationship here. Now, for some of you that are already in a relationship, this could be that the relationship you're currently in is going to go through a new cycle here. But for those of you that have been single, or if you've been dating, whatever your relationship status is or your situation, I just feel like there is now a change coming for you. The energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. So when the moon is in the waxing phase, it's gaining more and more light, okay? Or it's shining more and more light. So it may be that new love opportunities are starting to show up for you right now. And I just feel like you're in this really attractive and magnetic place, group 4. Okay, like there's a lot of people that are interested in you right now. So I feel like you can be quite discerning about who you decide to give a chance or an opportunity to. Now, with the action cards there, this may be you that actually initiates this. Especially, I mean, I don't know if any of you are interested in human design. And if you are, by the way, I may do some videos on that because I find it so interesting. So if you are interested in it and you know much about it, you could be a manifester, okay? And a manifester is the one that initiates. The manifester is the one that has to ask someone to dance, okay? But a manifester will be the most well received by initiating that action. And I know for some of you might be saying, oh, I'm not going to be the one to reach out to someone, or I'm not going to ask someone out, especially if you're a female. And, you know, I know that that can be quite challenging as well because, I mean, the feminine energy, the yin energy is the one that sits back and observes, and the yang energy is the one that takes action. Okay, so I do understand the dilemma there. However, it doesn't mean you have to necessarily ask someone out, okay, or put yourself out there and be vulnerable in the same way. But sometimes it may be that people need a sign, okay, or they need an in with you. So it may be that you just start talking with someone. You initiate the communication, because we've got communication is key, new moon in Gemini. Okay, so this could be that you start up a conversation with someone. It could even be like an ad on social media. You could be the one that just adds someone on social media and then they start talking to you. So again, it's not like you're having to be the one to ask out, okay, or to ask to take this further. But there is something that you do have to initiate here. And especially for those of you that have, at the moment, you're not dating anyone specific, or you feel like there's not a lot of people around, okay? If you're not feeling this energy yet, just know that it's there, okay? And it's time for you to be able to see it. So you also have to step out, okay? You have to actually make the effort to get out there and meet people, and whether that's going to your local bar or restaurant. And I do appreciate that this last year and a half has not been easy, okay? Depending on where you are located in the world, of course, and depending on the time that you're watching this video, okay? Because it's a timeless reading, so you could be watching this a year after I post it, for all I know. However, I just feel like there's always a way, there's always a chance for love, there's always an opportunity there, okay? And whether that's online, it might not be in person, might not be for you, it might be online dating you do prefer, okay? Each to their own. But there's definitely something that you are going to be doing that is going to help to bring in this new romantic cycle. And it may also be your own belief as well, your beliefs in the impossible. So especially if you are, well, I said, whether you are a manifestor in the human design world or whether it's just something that you've been focusing on, because every human design aura type can manifest and does manifest. So it's not to say that they can't or they shouldn't, it just happens in very different ways. But either way, I feel like you have got a power to receive the things that you want to receive. And the more you believe that you can have it, the more likely it is to come to you. Okay, so let's see what else is coming through here for you, group 4. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Swords reversed. 6 of Cups. Seven of Cups reversed. Okay. Queen of Cups. Knight of Swords. Seven of Swords. Okay. Tarot loves to come in and stir things up. Okay. With Seven of Swords, straight away, I just feel there is something that feels illusionary here. Now, it could be deceptive. The fact that it's reversed, it feels like self-deception now. So it may have been that you deceived yourself about a particular situation or a particular person. Sometimes this can be looking at things with rose-tinted glasses. So you may have seen all of the shiny new possibilities about someone, but have not really been seeing the truth about that particular situation or particular person, okay? Definitely something with disillusionment here. Now, this doesn't have to be your energy either. This could be somebody else's energy, okay? But I do feel that there is this energy of being very flighty, and I don't know, there's something that's off here about this, okay, with this Knight of Swords. Something where it could be erratic communication or behaviors from someone, okay, or a lot of repressed thoughts that's either someone else is experiencing about you or you're experiencing about someone else. This is all what's going on the outside. What's going on the outside is very different to what's actually happening internally. So, and I'll go over that in just a moment, so see if that makes sense for you. But because over here we've got this feeling of a lack of options. So again, that might be how you're feeling on the outside right now, because on the inside you're feeling like you do. You do have the options. There are a lot of opportunities around there for you, and you believe in the impossible. But it may be that the reality is not reflecting that to you at this moment. Okay, it may be reflecting it to you, but you might be in this place of disillusionment where you're not able to see it, especially if you are hung up on someone specific here who's not able to give you what you really crave. So it may be that all your attention is on one situation or one person. And I do feel you're being called to know that there are lots and lots of opportunities around you for love. Like a lot, more than most other readings I've done, to date. Okay, so if that's something that you really want, just stick with what you really want from a relationship and do not settle for less than what you deserve. And I feel like you're not going to settle. That's the beautiful thing I do feel here, is I feel with this Queen of Swords reversed, I do feel you're going to cut off anything or anyone that you don't feel is going to serve your highest good, that you don't feel that it is really for your benefit or that's going to make you happy. Okay, so it may also be for some of you that you needed to cut off someone from your past, but it may also be that you've just recently, or you're feeling like you need to just cut someone off so you can be free, energetically open to receive more opportunities from people that are better for you or more available in some way. With the Six of Cups here and the Queen of Cups, definitely something that's emotionally triggering you right now. And it may be children, so it could be your own children or it could be someone else's children. And it may be that you feel children are coming in between a certain situation or you coming together with someone. But I do feel like your cup is now full here, Group 4. I feel like this is you feeling on top of the world again, emotionally fulfilled and also emotionally ready to give, okay? It's like you're in this place, I'm ready now. I've gone through the healing. I've been on my own for some time, or I've worked through certain issues, and I'm ready for love. I'm ready to give my love fully and openly, okay? And again, whether this is with one particular person you're already connected with, you may feel like I'm ready to give them this now. Or again, if this is you being single, and you're just ready to open up your heart again, okay, after pain that you've been through. I feel like now your heart is realigned and it's fully open, ready to receive. So I really feel like for you, Group 4, that there's not a lot of advice here, because I feel like you're already there, if that makes sense. You don't really need to do much else other than continue to take that action, okay? And the action that you feel called to take as well, not sort of kind of bulldozing or being too abrupt or irrational in your action taking, but just putting out the feelers, just saying. Sometimes it can just be throwing someone a smile, and it may be that they don't expect that from you. So naturally it could feel like people are repelled by you, or the wrong people are repelled by you, but the right people will be drawn to you. But also sometimes the wrong people that will be drawn to you because of your repelling aura. You know how a lot of the times we want things we can't have. So yeah, I just get that energy of being very mysterious, and like there's a lot of people that are after your attention, a lot of people that are keeping an eye on you, but are not confident enough to approach you. So it may be that if you've become more approachable, that you may start then having more opportunities come your way. So again, even if this is just throwing someone a smile, and you know, maybe if you were out on a run, maybe if you usually have your headphones in, it's a good time to take out the headphones, because the headphones is a block straight away for anyone to communicate with you, because they said, okay, they're tuned out or they're tuned in to what they're doing. So by just removing the headphones, you know, when you're around people, that may also help to, you know, bring more people in that will feel more comfortable and less intimidated, because you do have that intimidating vibe, group 4. Now, it's a time to really use that to your advantage. Okay, so let's see what else is coming through for you. Okay, childcare. So yeah, it could be childcare that is a current issue. So it could be an issue, not necessarily an issue. It could be something that you are contending with right now in terms of dating, and that's natural, of course, having to juggle how to, you know, who's going to look after the children whilst you're going on dates, or even this other person. It could be that you're single fully without any dependence, and you're person that you come together with has children, and there's fine details that need to be worked out there. Okay, new beginning. But it also could be a new beginning of having children. For some of you, if you've been really wanting to have children, this could be a great sign, an indication of you having children. You are healing. We've got Kara. Let it go. Listen to the signs. This one has come out all day today. Listen to the signs. Stillness. And use your intuition. Just want one more. 8th house. Oh, good. We haven't had an astrological house come out for a while, actually. Okay, so 8th house is the house of Scorpio. So again, you could resonate with those signs in your sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury, north or south node. Okay. But yeah, 8th house matters is Seth. Oh my God, I can't speak. Why? Sex, death, taxes. You know, the only certain things in life, well, death and taxes, right? So I don't know. Something about this being very certain. That's what's coming through. Like, this is a certain thing. Yeah, that is going to happen. Like, there's no stopping it now. So you may have, again, put in all of this time and energy into this situation, putting yourself out there, going on lots of dates, or working on your healing so you are in a better place. So you're in a healthy place to attract healthy partners. Okay? Definitely a lot that you've been doing. I can feel that you've been doing so much, and it's I don't know. I don't usually get that with the 8th house at all, but that's what I'm getting. Like, this is like dead set. This is going to happen. This is going to happen for you, group 4. I feel it, and I want to know when it does. I want you to come back to this video and write a comment and let me know how this transpires in your situation. Okay, because we do have new beginning here. Okay, new beginning. So yeah, this is a brand new romantic cycle. It's a new beginning for you. Interesting. I mean, the only career that's jumped out here, well, technically 2 careers. We've got childcare and carer. So again, it might be that those are the professions that you work in. It could be that your person works in either of these 2 professions. But I just get this really sweet and caring nature from you. And yeah, I feel like this is the energy that you're in. You're a very sweet and caring person, and maybe you weren't able to express that or give very freely before. Okay, but because you've worked on yourself, because you've gone through so much healing, and you're still currently going through it, I sense here, and because you're using your intuition more and you're listening more to the signs, this is all part and parcel of you coming together with your perfect match, okay? This beginning this new romantic cycle. But I do feel in order for that to happen now, there does need to be some stillness, okay? And as I said, it's not to say that you don't take action, because I really do feel you need to take some action here. So again, whether this is just you meet someone in a gym, you know, your local gym, for instance, and, you know, you go up and start talking to them and, you know, maybe you ask them some advice, okay? And whether you need the advice or not, but you may ask them for some help. But then it's the stillness where you need to wait. It's like you've put yourself out there, you've made yourself approachable, but then that's all you can do. Okay, then you can allow them to come towards you and approach. Okay, and this is where I feel like you need to be like Elsa and just let it go. Don't hold on to or be obsessed with anyone or anything. Okay, put the energy out there, do the work that needs to be done, take the action necessary, but then step back and then see what comes through, because usually the most wonderful things and manifestations will come through in those moments of silence or those moments of stillness. And sadly, in those times that you least expect it, okay? So if you're sitting around thinking about it constantly or obsessing about a particular individual or obsessing about when, where, and what, it'll just push it back, okay, until you're in that moment. And sometimes it's like if you're ready, it may also be, I don't know, you could be in the bathroom or something. Just for like a split second when you're not thinking about the situation is when it will materialize, I feel, for you, Group 4. But yes, really exciting reading. So I do hope that this resonated for you, Group 4, and please let me know down in the comments below if it does. And please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. And for personal readings, check the description box below. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take care.